Travel is an opportunity to see your own life in contrast, your norms against other norms, and by comparison, you see opportunities for change, opportunities for growth, or even opportunities for affirmation that you don't need change or growth. You arrogant jerk, really, you don't have any part of you that needs to be changed. Nothing at all. Okay, I guess you can click away from this video right now. But I, as I hope all of you, are always on the lookout for opportunities to grow as a boulderer, so I like change. For the last week, I've been in Florida. The horizon shift alone, from Kansas plains to beach and ocean, is plenty to reflect upon, but for me, such macro changes obscure the nuance that my introvert brain prefers. When my entire world changes, it's hard to isolate actual opportunities for refinement. It's sensory overload, and my teeny little brain can't handle that. That's why I enjoy visiting new bouldering gyms when I travel. If I shrink my different horizon from a giant beach to something, say, the size of a climbing gym, I'm able to see differences everywhere, and those differences give me reason to question what I know about bouldering, and therefore help me grow as a boulderer. I want to share with you 5 ways that climbing at an unfamiliar gym can make you a better boulderer. The particular gym I recently climbed at is Daytona Climbing Company in Daytona Beach, Florida. But this video isn't just for people familiar with this gym. This video is about encouraging you to visit any unfamiliar gym and be willing to be changed by it. 1. New features mean new foundations. Your local gym can feel different every day. Holds change, route setters change, but features, that being the actual shapes of the walls, don't change. Sure, volumes can add some new flavor, but volumes can't shape a cave or dig out a cove. A new gym is an opportunity to climb on differently shaped walls and use muscles that have perhaps never been used on a boulder before. This cove, for example, has a flat roof, which none of the gyms in my local Kansas City area have. This was an opportunity for me to get better, to change. Additionally, the walls of Daytona Climbing Company are slick, or maybe they just feel slick because they don't have the texture I associate with other climbing gyms. Most gym walls have a sand-like texture, which allows for confident smearing against the wall, which opens up the explorable space on the wall. But the walls of Daytona Climbing Company are not only textureless, but are actively slick. At first, I hated this. But as I climbed throughout my first day, I grew to appreciate the choice. The slick walls force more attention to smearing and flagging, and even reduce their use cases, which means I'm less able to break beta. So visit a new gym to explore new walls and awaken unused muscles. 2. Unique grading systems. When I climb, I try really hard to disregard the grades and instead choose problems based on how fun they look to climb. And I'm actually working on a video about this, so subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when that video goes live. See, I have the most fun when a problem moves my body in interesting ways, or when the problem is a puzzle to be solved. Difficulty isn't something I consider, but difficulty is what grades measure, and grades are everywhere. Ugh, just look at them, judging me. Ugh. It's hard not to peek at grade tags, but this gym takes care of that. For the first week following a new set, the problems don't have grades posted. They let people climb the problems for a week before deciding on the grade. I love this approach. Since the grade doesn't exist, I climb entirely based on how interesting and fun the problem appears. So, consider how surprised I might be when, after I send a problem, I come back a few days later to realize that it's of a grade that's above my comfort level. I mean, that won't happen, ever, as I'm bad at climbing, but it seems like it would be cool. 3. Unique setting styles. Because I'm bad at climbing, see the previous point, I'm pretty ignorant about route setting. Though I understand intellectually that every route is unique and that every route setter is unique, I lack the imagination to fully comprehend this fact. I mean, hold families are roughly the same from gym to gym, and route setters must adhere to certain guidelines, right? The range of variance between a V5 in one gym and a V5 in another gym must be finite, right? Obviously, that range, though finite, is still quite wide, and visiting a new gym is, for me, the best way to be reminded of this fact. Daytona Climbing Company is on the small side, so it packs in as many problems as possible, often by way of smaller holds. This leads to an overall higher difficulty. These problems are like Nintendo hard. You know that term used to describe old Nintendo games because original NES games on those cartridges, the space limitations meant that things needed to be harder to feel like you've got your money's worth. The problems being hard means, as I've discovered from my few trips to Daytona Climbing Company, an appropriately skilled and dedicated community has been cultivated. I've met many people during my visits over the last week, and they are all impressive climbers. Which brings me to number 4. A new gym means new strangers. Longtime followers of this channel know that I'm not good at talking to strangers, but I'm trying to get better. I even have a video on this channel about how to talk to strangers at the gym, link in the description below. It's a good video. I would highly recommend you check it out. Climbing for me has been a springboard to getting more comfortable developing relationships with strangers. At Daytona Climbing Company, I met so many climbers, all of whom were super willing to chat beta and celebrate each other's victories. I've always known bouldering as a community activity that encourages humility. I mean, we're all climbing fake rocks on indoor walls. It's absurd. But it was possible that my perception of the community was a reflection only of my local Kansas City climbers. Maybe climbers everywhere else are jerks. Thankfully, though, every time I visit a different gym, I'm reminded that the absurdity of our activity is known and appreciated far and wide. So, visit a new gym to chat with new strangers, to embed you into a new community. Number 5, new vibes. As soon as I stepped into Daytona Climbing Company, I felt at ease. It felt like I was hanging out in a friend's basement. Ultra comfy mismatched chairs replaced the clinical metal folding chairs of my local gym. The TV on the wall played clips from IFSC events similar to how you might expect silent reruns of Seinfeld or Family Guy to occupy the background at a house party. A sparse weight rack even stood in the corner, like every corner in every unfinished basement in the world. That's a fact. I did a survey. I didn't, but it's still a fact. In a word, the entire gym vibe was comfortable. I believe that environment plays a strong role in setting a tone. A new climbing gym is an opportunity to put yourself in a different headspace and therefore to think about climbing in a different way. The soft mismatched chairs, the wooden picnic tables, the small intimate size of this gym, all of these things set up a headspace that made me more comfortable trying problems that I might otherwise feel uncomfortable trying. There was no ego with this gym, not even the implication of one. I was so comfortable engaging with strangers, and I'm already looking forward to another visit next year so I can meet more strangers and visit some recently met friends. Oh, nice! That's 5 reasons to visit a new gym. According to my punch card, that means I get to give you a free one. Number 6, a new gym means a new sticker for your car. Thank you to all the kind strangers who chatted with me. I learned several of your names and even found a YouTuber amongst you. Check out Brent's channel linked below. Your willingness to chat with an unfamiliar face reinforced what a wonderful community indoor bouldering nurtures. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me in the comments below what you've noticed when you visit an unfamiliar gym. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? And after you do that, be sure to subscribe to this channel. My happiness grows when subscriber numbers go up because I'm easily manipulated.